Hello and welcome to the Do Y'all See This podcast.
Reacts.
This is Eva.
And this is Nisi. So welcome back. And we wanted to first say, everyone go ahead and take a moment, breathe. This has been one heck of a week. We have a couple of stories we're going to get to. We're not really getting into pop culture this week. We are going to get into some real news, some real things that are happening to everybody. So the first one actually it's kind of a combo.
Yes.
From out of Missouri. Let me know what's going on.
All right. So basically, people with uteruses in Missouri are not having the best week, as there are two stories out of Missouri. There is a lawmaker, Mary Coleman, who would like to make
A
it.
woman?
Yes, a woman. I know. People with uteruses are having a bad week in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
There are two representatives who have tried to pass abortion bills that are very restrictive and going forward will be really bad for women and for people who want abortions. The first is by Representative Mary Coleman, who would like to not allow women and those with uteruses to cross the border in order to have an abortion. So not only are you not able to have one in the state you live in the state you reside, but she wants to make it able to put a bounty on those people the way they did in Texas. Yes. To allow private citizens to sue Missouri residents if they cross the border or help someone cross the border into Illinois.
I can't. Mm-mm. Like a bounty, like let's round them up. Come on.
Yes.
The reaction is just so strong on this. I just can't take it. It's like, what do y'all want from people? Y'all just want people to be as unsafe as possible. You want them to just get themselves hurt.
Mm-hmm. And while we're going back to that, because I like that you brought that up, it's not going to be a ban on all abortions. People with money are always going to be able to access those services.
Oh, of course. You mean
if this law passes. In addition, Representative Brian Seitz has proposed a bill, Bill 2810, and there is a clause in that bill, it is also an anti-abortion bill, where he says that it should also be legal for those with ectopic pregnancies to have abortions. Ectopic pregnancies are pregnancies that have developed in the fallopian tubes. This kind of development, once that egg starts growing, it can burst your fallopian tube. It can lead to infertility, extreme pain, and death. Like, we are literally asking women to choose between jail or death.
So, question. I have always been under the understanding that most of the time, most women don't even find out this has happened until it's actually become a danger to them. Like, either they don't know that they're pregnant at all, or they do find out they're pregnant, but they don't know that the baby is just inside of their fallopian tube until it's too late or it's at a point where, it's endangering their lives. So he's proposing that they die?
Yes. That instead of choosing to have a procedure which would save their lives and possibly their future fertility, he would prefer that they just die. Just die.
I'm so thrown here because it seems like these lawmakers and people who have the ability to move the needle on such situations hate women. I have yet to hear of any legislation for the sperm that is helping to make these babies. I haven't heard of anything besides condom usage. I haven't heard of free vasectomies. As far as I know, women aren't procreating by themselves. So I just find it so weird that we're going through so much, we're jumping through so many hoops and everything to make sure and it's not even they don't want her to get pregnant. They don't want her to, if she does get pregnant, you got to keep the baby. Doesn't matter if you got raped, if you don't want it. But then when the baby's here, let's say you was like, you know what, I really don't think I can take care of the baby. I'm going to need assistance. Oh, no, we don't want you to have assistance. Matter of fact, we don't want to teach your baby. We don't want to feed your baby. We don't want to do anything. We just want to make sure that you as a woman have no choice about what you want to do with your body in any case. Remember when they used to have this thing about there was going to be a men's birth control, and then it came out that that was giving off side effects, and then we heard nothing more about it.
Mhm.
And it's amazing to me that hearing that there may be some side effects for men would stop a birth control pill. But yet there is a whole packet that is sent with every woman's birth control. But yet it seems like no one has a problem with women continuing to take this. But yet, and then they don't even want to pay for that. It seems like y'all just hate women. Y'all just hate us. Did you want to say any more about this?
Yes, one more thing, which is not going to make you feel better. So also part of this law is that this still applies if the woman or child, because this is also, remember, this can also be a child, is a victim of human trafficking.
Doesn't matter. As long as you have a uterus, we hate you.
Mhm.
As long as you could possibly do anything other than what we want, we hate you. Got it. Check.
Yes. So if you are in Missouri, we are sending you, our thoughts and prayers, and maybe you can move to Illinois. I don't know.
Before they catch wind of it, I'm ready to do it there too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on from something that is, I guess, a little less depressing.
Yeah.
Yes, that kind of affects all of us. Gas prices, guys.
Ugh.
I don't know where you are in the United States. I just say United States because obviously it's affecting everywhere, but I don't see everywhere. I see my city. I am at a staunch 4.29. That is a lot. And let me go ahead and age myself. I remember when gas used to be 79 cents. 79 cents. I even have a story of my grandmother sent me in and she had said something like, tell them put 4 on 5 or something like that, right? And I was like, but how they gonna know which pump we on? Like gas concept didn't even make sense to me. So the fact that we are now here at 4.29 for me is wild. I think across the country it's like
it's up there. It's like $5 or $6 average.
I think the 7 is like 6, a little bit lower, but where is it where you are at?
So I filled up my gas tank a couple days ago and it was 4.19.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a funny story. It's now 4.29 or 4.39, depending on where you go. We shop around for the best gas price and still have to pay. Because you gotta pay. Like that's not an option. The day I went to go fill up my gas, I had to go and drop off the kid. So I dropped her off at school and I drove past the gas station, it was 3.99. And I was like, cool, on the way back, I'll pick some gas up and I'll be fine, right? When I came back, 4.19, I was like, I'm sorry, what? It has been less than an hour.
Nah, baby, you gotta be faster than that. No.
And now I'm like, I saw 4.27 earlier today. I'm like, a discount. Oh.
I at least get 3 cents off automatically with going through Kroger, but that is not
Yes,
like
use your discount cards, use your
got to.
wholesale clubs. Like
Gas is outrageous. Now, I will say this. I better not see y'all out there in them plastic bags no more. I'm over it. I understand. You better not be out there with no daggone bags. Come on. Go get the regular tank. Get a couple of them. That's fine. Y'all better not be out here with these plastic bags again. That lady I saw with several plastic bags, tying them up and putting them on the ground. Ma'am, there are better ways to light yourself on fire. Come on.
It was a rough time. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt my faith in humanity when I was seeing these trunks full of gas, like liquid gas, just like bumping around in your trunk. We all hurting. We all gotta put the gas in the tank though, because public transport is the worst. And I don't know about your city, but mine is not feasible. It will not help me.
There is no bus running at the time that I will be going to work, so I can't do that. Maybe, it's just not feasible right now. I'm sorry. But I tell you this, I'd rather catch the bus if it gets up to like $7 and $8, I may have to just do that. Or since it's about to be a little warmer, now I am in VA. Our weather does go from literally this week we had sweat-worthy weather and also snow. And also we had flurries here. We had a torrential rain. but I may be pulling out a bike as well.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
These gas prices are wild. But thanks, guys, for checking in with us this week as we were checking on the world. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did y'all see that? Did you see that?